Good afternoon. I'm Paul Cuddy, UMKC School of Medicine Vice Dean. As Chief Marshal of these ceremonies, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the University of Missouri Kansas City School of Medicine. The national anthem will be sung by School of Medicine graduating student Mitchell Elting. Please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Chancellor Leo Morton.
Good afternoon. Now, today we celebrate the accomplishments of our 2017 candidates for graduation from the UMKC School of Medicine. I'd like to start by saying congratulations to you all. Congratulations. Graduates, today you become part of the history of a university that opened its doors 84 years ago. That university was founded by the Kansas City community for the community. But UMKC has always been a source of pride for this community, not just for the beautiful campuses and the outstanding faculty. It's also been because of the contributions and the accomplishments of our alumni, more than 100,000 strong, who are a civic asset to Kansas City that, quite frankly, it counts on. Now, most of our 50 states and more than 70 foreign nations are represented among your ranks, and many of you will pursue careers and dreams that will take you across the globe. Still, a full 50% of our alumni live and work in Kansas City after graduation. And whether you live and work in Kansas City or California or Kyoto, Kansas City and UMKC will always be a part of you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Stephen Cantor.
Thank you, Chancellor Morton. A number of people here this afternoon have made valuable contributions to your education. Before we recognize you, the graduates, I want to recognize and thank them. Would the UMKC faculty and staff who have been a part of the education and administration for today's graduating class please stand and be recognized for a job well done. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize the School of Medicine Associate and Assistant Deans in attendance today. I would ask that you please stand. It is my pleasure to introduce the members of the stage party. From left to right, Chancellor Leo Morton, Moon Choi, University of Missouri System President, John Phillips, University of Missouri Curator, Jill Moormeyer, Chair of Internal Medicine, Nuri Pirani, Associate Dean of Curriculum, Brenda Rogers, Associate Dean of Student Affairs, Paul Cuddy, Vice Dean, Julie Banderas, Assistant Dean of Graduate Studies and Allied Health, Raymond Cattaneo, Assistant Dean for Years 1 and 2, Divya Shroff, the E. Gray Diamond MD Take Wing Award recipient, and Jill Pollack, Interim Vice President for Human Resources, University of Missouri System. And now it is my pleasure to welcome University of Missouri System President, Dr. Moon Choi.
Well, thank you. Good afternoon. Class of 2017, you finally made it after 4 or 6 long years. I don't have to tell you this, but as you know, you are graduating from one of the finest universities in the world. This is an institution that has embraced access, opportunity, and excellence since its founding. And your contributions as a student and as a scholar have enriched our university and all of us. As you know, commencement represents a new beginning for all of you, but it's also a time for reflections. And when you reflect on your UMKC School of Medicine experience, you're reminded of the sacrifices made by your family. You're reminded of the lessons learned through your friends and the excellent education that you received right here. And throughout your time at the UMKC School of Medicine, many of you have wondered, why is this curriculum so rigorous? The reason that it's rigorous is that our faculty members who are sitting behind me and in front of me knew that when you graduate, you're going to be competing with some of the best doctors in the world. Now, their contributions to education is going to be everlasting. And what we ask you to do is to take the same lessons and try to pay forward through your own opportunities to educate the next generation. Now today, you're going to hear a lot of words. And I'm reminded of my own graduation 30 years ago. And all I remember is that we had a speaker. But I don't know what the speaker really spoke about. So I'm not going to say any words that you're going to remember beyond today. But instead, I'm going to share the words of a true leader. And that saying goes something like this. It says, your belief become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. And your values become your destiny. Those are the words of Mahatma Gandhi. And with your degree, you have so much to give back to society because you are joining a select group of highly trained medical professionals. Some of you will pursue private practice, others will pursue research, and still others may work at NGOs providing health care to developing countries. But regardless of the path that you take, I ask that you build upon the foundations of education and compassion that you learned at UMKC to live a life full of inquiry and meaning. So as you move on to your new adventures, keep in mind, Kansas City and UMKC will always serve as your home. And in closing, congratulations. We are very, very proud of you. Thank you.
Graduates, family, and friends, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, we gather today in this great music hall to honor these worthy individuals, the graduates of the class of 2017, as they receive their degrees in medicine, physician assistant studies, anesthesia assistant studies, health professions, education, and biomedical informatics. I say to all of you graduates with great pride and joy, welcome to the healthcare profession. You have worked hard and you have accomplished so very much during your time here at UMKC School of Medicine, and I know that your many successes are due in large measure to your own efforts. But graduates, let me remind you that success for many of you is due in part to a special group of people here today. That's right, your broke but happy parents. To all of you parents, I say thank you for the many sacrifices you made. Graduates, let me remind you that success for many of you is due in part to your spouses and partners, your children, your relatives and special friends who have done so much for you. Their support and guidance have been vital to your high levels of achievement, and in the coming years, the love and friendship they offer will be among the most valuable assets you have. And graduates, let me remind you that your success is due in part to the fact that you are heirs to the long-standing traditions of the graduates who have gone before you. UMKC School of Medicine alums not only are skilled and effective practitioners, but also are persons with a strong sense of community who possess broad humanistic aims for health care and health sciences. You truly are part of a rich legacy. So, as you know, as dean of this wonderful School of Medicine, working with students is one of the most rewarding things I do, and it's been a pleasure to get to know many of you over the last few years. So now it's time for me to give you some advice, to share parting words of wisdom. So that I can give you the very best advice, I've been listening to you, to what you've been saying over the last few weeks, and I've been trying to hear your anxieties and concerns and questions that have surfaced as you are experiencing a dawning of the new phase of your lives. And so I'll present to you now the top 10 questions, comments, and anxieties that I overheard from members of your class, of course, along with my answers and advice. Number 10, I overheard one of you say to a friend, with all of this emphasis on metrics and efficiency in healthcare, do you think it's possible they could have overdone it? I mean, is there a danger that we have become so focused on efficiency that we are losing sight of the big picture in healthcare? My answer, yes. Be careful. You can lose sight of the big picture in healthcare. Metrics and efficiency are important. Remember, they only have meaning if you understand them in the context of broader, overarching goals. So let me give you an example. I know a physician who's an expert in measurement and efficiency in healthcare, and he thinks about nothing else. In fact, I've been quite worried about him. So a few weeks ago, I had 2 tickets to Schubert's Unfinished Symphony, but couldn't go. So I gave the tickets to my friend and his spouse in the hope that music would help broaden his horizons, would help him think in new ways, and would help him see the bigger picture in life and in healthcare. The morning after the symphony, I received an email message from him that read, "Dear Stephen, I don't mean to upset you. We did appreciate the tickets, but I noticed 3 things that could be improved. A, for considerable periods of time, the 4 oboe players had nothing to do. Their numbers should be reduced immediately and their workload spread over the whole orchestra, thus eliminating peaks and valleys of productivity. B, all 12 violins were playing identical notes with identical motions. This is unnecessary duplication, and the staff of this section should be cut drastically. C, much effort was expended playing 16th notes. This seems to be an excessive refinement. It is recommended that all notes be rounded up to 8th. Then it would be possible to use trainees and save money. So, graduates, the problem is obvious. The efficiency expert did not understand the fundamental goals of a symphony orchestra, so he was not able to understand music in a meaningful way. And likewise, one who does not understand the fundamental goals of medicine cannot understand healthcare in a meaningful way. Number 9, I heard many of you ask, so what are the fundamental goals of healthcare in today's world? My answer, the fundamental goals of healthcare today are the very same goals that have been important for centuries: to promote health and well-being, to relieve suffering and pain, to rescue people from sickness and disability, and of course, to save lives. Number 8, I heard some of you say, I don't really feel like I know enough to have a professional degree. My advice? Well, don't say it anymore. But at the same time, don't worry, this is a normal feeling, and it can help you if it motivates you to continually learn new things about the art and science of your profession. Number 7, I heard a few of you query, what is the greatest privilege of being a healthcare professional? My answer, that a fellow human being will grant you his or her trust. It is trust that lets you hear the intimate details of a person's life, that allows you to lay on hands to examine his or her body, and that enables you to be present at the most personal of moments. By virtue of your professional degree, you are granted the profound privilege of trust. You must do everything to promote that trust and nothing to subvert it. Number 6, I heard one of you say, is it true that I will have rhinorrhea and/or diarrhea through most of my internship? My answer, yes. But all of you should remember your personal well-being is key to your success. Exercise often, get adequate sleep, maintain good nutritional habits. Remember to be good to yourself. Number 5, I heard a few of you question, do I know enough to be a good teacher? My answer, yes. Go forth and teach your patients how to get well. Teach the members of your community how to stay well. Teach your colleagues all that you learn. And of course, take good care in teaching your students. I remind my distinguished faculty colleagues that being a faculty member in a school of medicine is a special privilege, not only because people look up to us or seek our learned advice, but because it lays before us a remarkable opportunity, the opportunity to shape the future of healthcare by teaching. Number 4, I heard one of you reveal to some classmates that you saw one of our surgeons in the operating room using cafeteria utensils to remove a small tumor. My response, well, all right, money's getting a little tight in healthcare, and, we need to cut costs where we can. But seriously, it's very important to understand the economics of healthcare, and we must continue to learn from our colleagues in business and operations and management. At the same time, we must understand healthcare as a profession founded on competence, compassion, and commitment. And we must blend these perspectives in a way that benefits our patients today and generates the resources necessary to find the cures of tomorrow. Number 3, I heard several of you ask, is it true that I will never again need to respond to the question, how many ATPs are generated by one turn of the Krebs cycle? My answer? Well, maybe, maybe not. The point to remember is only a deeper and more thorough understanding of the science underlying disease will lead us to new and better approaches. To illustrate, consider what would happen if right now we could wave a magic wand and provide the highest quality health care to everyone who needed it at no cost. Well, we would solve some problems, but not all. People still would suffer the mental anguish of schizophrenia. People still would suffer the physical limitations of multiple sclerosis and arthritis. And people still would die prematurely from cancer. So better health care requires more than just being able to get patients to their health care providers, and requires more than patients being able to pay for their care. Better health care ultimately requires better science. Number 2, I heard one of you say, when I cross the stage, I'm going to hug the dean and then scream to the audience, show me the money. My answer, doesn't sound like a good idea. Next year, finally, you will be paid, and as a healthcare professional, ultimately, you will be paid well. But always bear in mind that personal wealth does not ensure personal happiness and fulfillment. Although, you might be able to learn something from how Dr. Cuddy handled a recent problem with his paycheck. I'm not sure this is the right place to tell this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. A few months ago, Dr. Cuddy received a paycheck with an extra $100. He didn't mention it to anyone. He simply deposited the check as he usually would, putting the extra $100 in his account. Then, this month, Dr. Cuddy received a check which was $100 short. So immediately he went to the payroll clerk to complain. The clerk said, Dr. Cuddy, I know that a few months ago you received $100 extra and you didn't bother to say a word. Now you are $100 short and immediately you come in here to grumble. How do you explain your behavior? Well, Dr. Cuddy thought for a minute and then said, I can overlook one mistake, but when it happens twice. And the number one thing that I heard almost all of you say was, I can't wait to graduate. Then I won't have to say to each patient, hi, I'm the student on the team. Finally, I'll be able to say, hello, I'm your healthcare provider. My advice, don't sell yourself short. You will be much more to your patients than just a healthcare provider. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very important to understand your role as a healthcare provider. But it's even more important to understand that providing healthcare is only one aspect of what you will do. As healthcare professionals, we are healers, helpers, carers, advocates for the sick, and advocates for the health of all. And we do this as we strive to be ever wiser scientists and humanists. So, graduates, that concludes my advice to you. You will be our students for just a few more minutes, and then, after some pomp and circumstance on this very stage, you will become our newest colleagues. You will be doctors and physician assistants and anesthesia assistants, and scientists with expertise in informatics and health professions education. And you will be members of the healthcare profession with new privileges and new responsibilities. Remember, you take with you such an amazing gift to offer to humankind. So go forth and embrace the challenges of your profession as you embark on the adventure of a lifetime. I offer my warmest and heartfelt congratulations to each of you, and I wish you Godspeed. Thank you.
Each year, we're thrilled to present the E. Gray Diamond, MD, Take Wing Award to a School of Medicine alumnus who has demonstrated excellence and exceeded the expectation of his or her peers in the practice of medicine, academic medicine, or research. It's my pleasure to introduce this year's winner. Dr. Divya Shroff graduated from the School of Medicine in 2000. She is the Chief Medical Officer of Tristar Centennial Medical Center, the flagship hospital of Hospital Corporation of America, based in Nashville, Tennessee. Dr. Shroff provides the vision and strategy for the clinical excellence of the 657-bed campus through the oversight of more than 1,800 providers. Please welcome the 2017 E. Gray Diamond, MD, Take Wing Award winner, Dr. Divya Shroff.
Thank you, Dr. Cuddy. When I received notice about this recognition, I was beyond surprised. It literally brought tears to my eyes. This campus, this hospital, is where it all began. This is where I had my first entry into the real world at the age of 18 when my parents dropped me off, and I left a professional young woman 7 years later. I still remember, graduates, where you are today, ready to take on what UMKC had taught me. I remember thinking of the countless teachers and hoping I would be able to recall their intellect, their empathy, their confidence. I remember thinking that my mind, heart, and hands were being certified as able to heal and to navigate life and death. And now I stand here, a little grayer, a little heavier. I will confess I did try to put on my graduation dress from so long ago and I wasn't able to put it on. But most importantly, much more reflective. I know now that it's not just about life or death, but about the experiences that will set you apart. There is no other profession where people will come into your life and in some fashion reveal the most physical or emotional part of themselves in the most intimate fashion, potentially to someone they just met. Even in this day and age of texting, tweeting, electronic medical records, telemedicine, virtual reality, and who knows what the future has for us, the profession you all have chosen has its principal foundation built on humanity and the personal touch. As Hippocratic wrote, cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. For you, the patient may just be a 15-minute slot on your patient day, the routine procedure you do week after week after week, the countless medication that you're reviewing for contraindications, another programming code you're doing to do another quality search. But to that patient, that moment, that could be life-changing, one that will create questions from loved ones. What did the doctor say? Is the medicine working? How is the hospital? I will confess that I had been remiss at times and forgotten that. But like Groundhog's Day, I try to start each morning with this in my heart. Each person coming to my facility for care is akin to my father, my mother, my loved one. And in that light, I ask you to think about 4 key things as you start out to practice your respective profession in medicine. The first, dignity. Everyone you interact with, patient, colleague, family member, deserves dignity. Recognize and honor them, even when they are sick and don't have the ability to do that back. Remember, it's a simple thing. If you know and say the names of the people you interact with, you are acknowledging them. That is dignity. Second, suffering. Recognize and acknowledge this. Know that there is both physical and mental suffering. Everyone has suffering, and therefore it's easy to show empathy to anyone. The simple ability to let someone know that you see them, hear them, or feel what is distressing them will set you apart. Learn the ability to inhabit the life of the person across from you without merging in and losing yourself. That is empathy. Third, independence. Recognize patient choice. Hope can be bad if we overpromise and push. Everything has a positive and negative, a risk or a benefit. Inform your patients, but don't micromanage. Don't incorporate your personal desires, as both sides will then lose out. That acknowledges independence. And lastly, dependence. No one likes being dependent on another. Remember, when a patient, a family member shares, it is being shared to each member of their healthcare team. Some that they will never meet, some they will only meet once, and many that they will forget. How do you honor that dependence, especially when illness forces them to rely on a nameless team? That shows the understanding of dependence. So remember, dignity, suffering, independence, and dependence. What I've learned very often is the most challenging patients and situations are the best teachers. So take the time, the one that we never have enough of, trust me, to listen, to sit down at that bedside. Even your time at that bedside it'll feel longer, but for that patient, it will make a difference. If you just sit, if you investigate, you feel, you make a tactile interaction, as that will make you wiser. And now I'm going to ask something of everyone in this room, and that's audience members as well as the class of 2017 and those on the stage. I'd like everyone to put their hands out in front of them like this. And I can see you all, so I know who doesn't do it. So please put your hands out. I want you to look at your palms of your hands and think about the work that you've done. So parents in this room, think about the work that you have done to get your child to this day. Whether it's emotional support with those hands, caring, hard work, financial support, it's these hands that got us here. For the teachers, it is your tutelage, whether it's writing tests, whether it's teaching someone how to percuss. These are the hands that have gotten this class here. For the spouses, your support is no less and will continue on. You have comforted and will continue to comfort. And now for the graduates, look at those hands. Look at what you have done to get to this point. The fun, the hard work, all of that. But now think about what your hands are going to do as you move forward. For some of you, it's going to be surgery. For some of you, it's the day in and out interactions of examining a patient. For others, it's sitting in front of a computer and working on queries that will mind boggle us all. For others, and this is one that we often forget, it's helping a grieving family when there's been suffering or loss. At minimum, it's just saying hello to a patient and shaking their hand. But what you do with these hands is the power that only you can possess. So take advantage of that and know that. My father every morning would repeat a Sanskrit blessing that I'm going to speak for you all. It's in Hindi or Sanskrit. And it goes like this. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, karamule Saraswati, karamadhye tu govindam, prabhate karadarshanam. What that translates to mean is you have the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, at your fingertips. You have the goddess Saraswati at the palm of your hands. That's the goddess of knowledge. And at the base of your fingertips. In the palm of your hands, you have Govinda, who's the creator. So whether you're religious or not, just know that these are the hands that are going to go on and do so much. So now, with my hands, I'd like to be the first to congratulate you, the class of 2017.
The commencement ceremony is divided into two parts. First, the candidates will be presented for the conferral of the degrees. Following this, all graduates will come forward for recognition by Dean Cantor and Chancellor Morton.
Will the candidates for the Graduate Certificate in Clinical Research please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Graduate Certificate in Health Professions Education please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Anesthesia degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Bioinformatics degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Master of Health Professions degree please rise and remain standing? May have done that one. Will the candidates for the Master of Medical Science Physician Assistant degree please rise and remain standing? Will the candidates for the Doctor of Medicine degree please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Morton, upon the recommendation of the faculty of UMKC School of Medicine, I present to you these students who have completed the requirements for Graduate Certificate in Clinical Research, Graduate Certificate in Health Professions Education, Master of Science in Anesthesia, Master of Science in Bioinformatics, Master of Health Professions Education, Master of Medical Science Physician Assistant, and Doctor of Medicine.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by our University of Missouri Board of Curators and the president of our university system, I hereby confer upon you the Master of Science and Doctor of Medicine degrees to each candidate from the UMKC School of Medicine who has successfully completed the degree requirements with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
The Graduate Certificate in Clinical Research and Graduate Certificate in Health Professions Education candidates will now be called forward. Announcing for the graduate programs is Dr. Julie Banderas.
I don't think we have any graduate certificate recipients here, am I correct? Right, okay. So next, we're gonna move on to the graduates for the Master of Science in Anesthesia degree. Will you please come forward? And hooding for the graduates is the program director, Melanie Guthrie. Our first graduate with the Master in Science in Anesthesia, Paul Berg. Joseph Leo Borup. Caitlin Michelle Hill. Kelsey Josephine Kaler. Michael Andrew Roth. Heather Ruck. Amanda Ray Womack. Stephanie Woodkey. Kane Lee Zanamanachek. Will the graduates for the Master of Science in Bioinformatics degree please come forward? Dr. Gurkovich is hooding for these graduates. Jessica L. Markham. Jessica's thesis was evaluation of the role of adjunctive corticosteroids in the management of children hospitalized with orbital cellulitis. Jeremy Burton Province. His thesis title was Decisional Quality Indicators in Peripheral Arterial Disease, Association with Treatment Choice and Outcomes. Will the graduates for the Master of Health Profession Education degree program please come forward? Dr. Rebecca Polly will be hooding these graduates. Ara A. Staub. And Halima Saad. Will the graduates for the Master of Medical Science Physician Assistant degree please come forward? And hooding for these graduates is Kathy Irvey. Meredith Ahrens. Venetia Vachelle Byers. Michaela Marie Serrato. Anna Caroline Cooper. Heather Dorn. Rebecca Nicole Dowden. Caitlin Foster. Stephen Lee Gaines. Lindsay Grant. Samantha Page Gray. Clint David James Gregory. Morgan Jade Hoffman. Megan Ann Hoddle. Emma Kathleen Lennon. Sarah Louise Orr. Abigail Joy Poindexter. Laura Nicole Swatters. Samuel Thomas.
The Doctor of Medicine candidates will now be called forward. Announcing for the Doctor of Medicine graduates is Dr. Brenda Rogers.
Hooding the graduates are their docents. It's now time to recognize the students who have earned the Doctor of Medicine degree. As the graduates come forward, we ask that you celebrate all, but hold your applause to somewhat of a minimum. Matthew Hendricks, Family Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Nkiriu Osude, Internal Medicine, Loyola University Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Amina Kalum, Pediatrics, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland Medical Center, Cleveland, Ohio. Benjamin Castro, Preliminary Surgery, Orlando Health, Orlando, Florida. Sushmita Kesh, Doctor of Medicine cum laude, Pediatrics, Children's Mercy Hospital, Kansas City, Missouri. Corey Wells, Orthopedic Surgery, University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, Hammett Hospital, Erie, Pennsylvania. Hemachandana Alturi, summa cum laude, Internal Medicine, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University, St. Louis, Missouri. Cameron Myers, Psychiatry, University of Missouri, University Hospitals, Columbia, Missouri. Syme Huck, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, University Hospitals, Columbia, Missouri. Diagnostic Radiology, Loyola University, Chicago, Illinois. Brooke Renee Marigani, Psychiatry, University of Arizona College of Medicine, Phoenix, Arizona. Neil Kapil, summa cum laude, Internal Medicine, Emory University School of Medicine, Atlanta, Georgia. Lauren Tai, Pediatrics, University of South Alabama Hospitals, Mobile, Alabama. Jacob Ahrens, Child Neurology, Children's Mercy Hospital, Kansas City, Missouri. Arena Ghosh, Anesthesiology, Jackson Memorial Hospital, Miami, Florida. Paul Anthony Guidos, cum laude, Barrow Neurological Institute, Neurology, St. Joseph's Hospital, Phoenix, Arizona. Bilal Alum, Preliminary Medicine, St. Vincent Hospital, Worcester, Massachusetts, Interventional Radiology, Rhode Island Hospital, Brown University, Providence, Rhode Island. Caleb Beth Briggs, General Surgery, University of California, Davis Medical Center, Sacramento, California. Patrick Christopher, Oral Surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Molly Brent Carnahan, General Surgery, Mayo Clinic of Graduate Medical Education, Phoenix, Arizona. Shaloni Chakali, Internal Medicine, University of Central Florida, GME Consortium, Gainesville, Florida. David Skelton, Diagnostic Radiology, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Najid Mohammed Ali, Preliminary Surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine, Anesthesiology, Jackson Memorial Hospital, Miami, Florida. Kamran Hassanzada, magna cum laude, transitional year, Mercy Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri, radiation oncology, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University, St. Louis, Missouri. Anatoly Kuznetsov, research year, Washington University School of Medicine, St. Louis, Missouri. Obada Obaisi, preliminary medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Jacob Bernard Hanin, cum laude, internal medicine, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University, St. Louis, Missouri. Anthony Joseph Makovec, internal medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Ian Greenberg, internal medicine, University of Chicago North Shore Health System, Chicago, Illinois. Anthony Sharif Phillips, cum laude, preliminary medicine, New York University School of Medicine, New York, New York, Anesthesiology, New York University School of Medicine, New York, New York. Victoria Poplin, Internal Medicine, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. John Paul Windenberg Leahy, Preliminary Medicine, SSM St. Mary's Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri, Dermatology, University of Missouri, University Hospitals, Columbia, Missouri. Emily Elizabeth Bonani, Pediatrics, Children's Mercy Hospital, Kansas City, Missouri. Deborah Levy, cum laude, Obstetrics Gynecology, University of Cincinnati Medical Center, Cincinnati, Ohio. Dane Henry Velker, magna cum laude, Internal Medicine, Mayo Clinic School of Graduate Medical Education, Rochester, Minnesota. Neha Fatima Hussein, Psychiatry, Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Rafael Lozano IV, General Surgery, Nellis Air Force Base, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. Mohammed Moise Qureshi, Emergency Medicine, Pennsylvania State University, Hershey Medical Center, Hershey, Pennsylvania. Thembi Coley, Psychiatry, Rutgers University, Robert Wood Johnson Medical School, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Ari Elizabeth Joyo, Internal Medicine, University of Southern California, Los Angeles, California. Ahmed Ali, Preliminary Surgery, Case Western University, Cleveland Medical Center, Cleveland, Ohio. Simisola Kuye, Pediatrics, University of Alabama Medical Center, Birmingham, Alabama. Sean Joseph Mark, magna cum laude, Emergency Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Kevin Gibbous, magna cum laude, Internal Medicine, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, Boston, Massachusetts. Brian Miramati, Neurology, Harbor UCLA Medical Center, Torrance, California. Payal Sailesh Patel, summa cum laude, Emergency Medicine, University of Illinois, University of Illinois College of Medicine, Chicago, Illinois. Anshul Sethi, Pediatrics, St. Louis University, St. Louis, Missouri. Huma Muzathud, Medicine Pediatrics, Indiana University School of Medicine, Indianapolis, Indiana. Jeffrey Klott, cum laude, Orthopedic Surgery, Indiana University School of Medicine, Indianapolis, Indiana. Supriya Reddy Desari, Medicine Anesthesiology, Loma Linda University, Loma Linda, California. Sean Davidson, Research Year, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. V.D. Shah, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Dermatology, University of South Florida College of Medicine, Tampa, Florida. Thurana Gill, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Diagnostic Radiology, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, Boston, Massachusetts. Farhan Raza, Transitional Year, U.S. Air Force, San Antonio Military Medical Center, San Antonio, Texas. Bob Song, magna cum laude, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, Baylor College of Medicine, Houston, Texas. Josephine Du, Obstetrics Gynecology, University of California, Riverside School of Medicine, Riverside, California. Ingrid Shang, Pathology, Rush University Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Danish Zaidi, Anesthesiology, Icahn School of Medicine, St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospitals, New York, New York. Michael Pavlison, Internal Medicine, Naval Medical Center, Portsmouth, Virginia. Shrikanath Reddy, Internal Medicine, Harbor UCLA Medical Center, Torrance, California. Hema Veramachaneni, summa cum laude, Internal Medicine, Emory University School of Medicine, Atlanta, Georgia. Reed Waldman, cum laude, Preliminary Medicine, Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Los Angeles, California. Dermatology, University of Connecticut School of Medicine, Hartford, Connecticut. Poonam Patel, Internal Medicine Pediatrics, Beaumont Health System, Royal Oak, Michigan. Mitchell Elting, Family Medicine, Cooney Health, Courden, Indiana. Sally Azer, Pediatrics, Eastern Virginia Medical School, Norfolk, Virginia. Congratulations. Nathan William Lavoie, Pediatrics, University of Washington Affiliated Hospitals, Seattle, Washington. Zara Wadud, cum laude, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine, Diagnostic Radiology, Rhode Island Hospital, Brown University, Providence, Rhode Island. Ankit Mehta, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine, Interventional Radiology, Jackson Memorial Hospital, Miami, Florida. Mithali Sukumar Thanuwala, Research Year, Northwestern University, Chicago, Illinois. Alexis Fulmer, Obstetrics Gynecology, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Sarah Yusuf Ali, Preliminary Medicine, Alameda Health System, Highland Hospital, Oakland, California. Paige Renee Martin, Obstetrics Gynecology, University of Minnesota Medical School, Minneapolis, Minnesota. David Christopher Badami, Family Medicine, Christus Santa Rosa Health System, San Antonio, Texas. Alexandra Marie Johnson, Obstetrics Gynecology, St. Louis University, St. Louis, Missouri. Jonathan Kuhlman, Doctor of Medicine. Amit Singh Nanda, Internal Medicine, University of Tennessee College of Medicine, Memphis, Tennessee. Lydia Miriam Thomas, Pediatrics, Hofstra Northwell School of Medicine, Cohen Children's Hospital, New Hyde Park, New York. Kalechi Okaha, Diagnostic Radiology, Southern Illinois University School of Medicine, Springfield, Illinois. Noma Wampa, Otolaryngology Research, Barnes Jewish Hospital, Washington University, St. Louis, Missouri. Dylan Carter Wyatt, Emergency Medicine, New York Methodist Hospital, Brooklyn, New York. Solomon Kim, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine, Diagnostic Radiology, University of Rochester, Strong Memorial Hospital, Rochester, New York. Nicholas Brian Lawson, Transitional Year, Tripler Army Medical Center, Honolulu, Hawaii. Kirby Lene Yelorda, General Surgery, Stanford University Programs, Palo Alto, California. Amanda Fletcher, magna cum laude, Orthopedic Surgery, Duke University Medical Center, Durham, North Carolina. Jasleen Kaur-Guman, summa cum laude, Internal Medicine, Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine, Chicago, Illinois. Swetha Nilori, research year, UMKC School of Medicine, Kansas City, Missouri. Abhishek Kantuneni, cum laude, preliminary surgery, Vanderbilt University Medical Center, Nashville, Tennessee. Kartik Shripura, psychiatry, Hofstra Northwell School of Medicine, Zucker Hillside Hospital, Glen Oaks, New York. Jordan Davis, cum laude, diagnostic radiology, U.S. Air Force, San Antonio Military Medical Center, San Antonio, Texas. Siri Komoredi, pediatrics, Stony Brook Teaching Hospitals, Stony Brook, New York. Luke Nyack, summa cum laude, internal medicine, University of Michigan Hospitals, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Jaisal Umin, emergency medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine. Kayur Desai, transitional year, Hurley Medical Center, Flint, Michigan. Diagnostic radiology, University of Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania Hospital, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Rachel Nyack, child neurology, University of Michigan Hospitals, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Please join me in congratulating all of the graduates.
From this day forward, the class of 2017 is forever linked to the University of Missouri, Kansas City as alumni. As the university's reputation grows, so too will yours. Conversely, UMKC's quality is measured by our alumni's accomplishments. Here today to welcome the class of 2017 into the ranks of alumni is Dr. Raymond Cattaneo, class of 2003, and president of the UMKC Alumni Association.
Good afternoon. As president of the UMKC UMKC Alumni Association, and on behalf of Chancellor Morton, Dean Cantor, the faculty and staff of the School of Medicine, I would like to congratulate you, the class of 2017, and welcome you as alumni. You are joining a distinguished group of medical professionals serving in unique and varied careers around the world. And no matter your future plans, this place will always be your alma mater. This place has given you lifelong friends, incredible memories, and an education that will forever impact you, your family, and the people you serve. So I challenge you to never forget this place. Remain an integral part of the School of Medicine as alumni. Now at this time, I would like to recognize all UMKC alumni in the audience. Would you please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Now, will all the graduates please stand? You may now move your tassels to the left side, signifying that you are UMKC graduates. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Nuri Pirani will now administer the oath of physicians to the Doctor of Medicine graduates.
It is a University of Missouri School of Medicine tradition to convene medical students when they first arrive and read to them a version of the Hippocratic Oath. Upon graduation, Doctor of Medicine graduates recite the oath back. Hippocrates lived in the latter half of the 5th century BC. His name has been associated with all that is best in Western medicine traditions. We invite all of the physicians in the audience to stand and participate if they wish. You will find the words printed on the last page of your program. Reciting the oath of physicians together reminds us all of our responsibilities as physicians and formally welcomes these new physicians into the profession of medicine. Will the 2017 Doctor of Medicine graduates please stand and repeat after me? To fulfill my responsibilities as a physician, I solemnly swear in the presence of my teachers, colleagues, family, and friends to apply my accumulated knowledge, skills, and experiences to care for the sick, and to promote the health and welfare of those who come to me for medical advice. To respect the confidences that are entrusted to me by my patients. In treating the sick, to exert every effort to avoid injury and wrongdoing. To devote myself to the study of medicine. In order to enhance my competence and contribute to its progress. To seek when necessary for the health of my patients. The advice and help of my teachers and colleagues. To give to my teachers and colleagues the respect and gratitude which is their due. And to maintain by all means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. I make these promises in the full spirit of the tradition established by the ancient oath of Hippocrates. With awareness of the changing responsibilities of medicine over the ages. And with the deep appreciation that the honor of being a physician carries with it. These kinds of obligations to my fellow men and to society. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. You may now be seated.
Once again, I congratulate each one of you who receives a degree today. Graduates, let's recognize those who love and support you and helped you get to this point today. Would the staff and faculty of the School of Medicine stand and remain standing? Would the parents of the graduates stand and remain standing? Would the husbands, wives, and partners of the graduates stand and remain standing? All other family members, please stand and remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have before us the class of 2017 and the families, friends, and mentors who helped them make this day a reality. We have before us the strength of our community and our hope for the future of medicine. You may be seated.
Please rise as Marjorie Farrington sings the first verse of the Alma Mater. You'll find the words printed on page 7 of your program.
Fourth year out of 6.
From blue Midwestern sky, sun shines like gold. Proud place where dreams are built, memories unfold. As with those who've gone before, we will ever be singing to the blue and gold. UMKC.
This concludes the commencement ceremony of the University of Missouri Kansas City School of Medicine. Will the audience please remain seated during the recessional?
you.